Good, y'all. It's your boy Jay back at it again. Today we got how to grind yourself as an artist in the age of algorithms by Virgo. Y'all know what the deal is, man. Get tapped into both Jays here and Jays there. Follow me on my socials. And without further ado, let's get started.
You don't think you're progressing because you're a beginner comparing yourself to experts. You just started making art 3 months ago and you're comparing your art to the art that you see on Pinterest from artists who have been in the game for decades, years, way longer than you have. Even if you're comparing yourself to somebody who started at the same time as you, everybody's journey is different. You need to instill that in the back of your head. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's progress is different. They could be progressing crazy in the first 3 months and you could progress very slowly in your first 3 months and then accelerate in your next 3 months. So in that 6 months, you're going to progress in the same rate that they did and they're still progressing. So don't compare your journey to anybody's.
But I'm starting to realize, bro, when you dance to your own rhythm, when you play by your own rules, and you living through your vision, that's a perfect indication you're doing it correctly.
Definitely. Because you're not moving it with a frequency of desperation, because that's what happens. When you try to chase someone, you want to be just like someone, all that comparison is going to hurt your emotion. Because, like, I understand that if you know what I'm saying, compare yourself, you compete, you're going to be more motivated to get stuff done. However, on the contrary, you can also constantly compare yourself to other people and then feel negative about yourself because you're not on their tier yet.
Because they literally don't see what you see. They don't see it. They don't see what you see. They don't see as far as you see. And they don't understand why you see what you see. They don't even understand where it's coming from internally. They don't. I didn't get that back then. I just knew I had the desire for more. I knew I had a vision that I couldn't ignore.
Today's video is about how to ground yourself as an artist in this age of the algorithm. Now I know we got Instagram, man, we got TikTok, we got Snapchat, we got everything, you know what I'm saying? And these algorithms, bro, I ain't gonna lie, as an artist, they'll have you feeling like you can't keep up, bro. You see Kai Cenat, this man has Streamer University. He's trying to do Total Drama Island streamer version, which, by the way, I want to be a part of that. If you do that, Kai Cenat, if you ever see this, please invite me to that. But it's like, you got stuff like that. Then you got Platboy Max and DDG doing whole dating shows on streaming. As artists, bro, you literally got people breaking records like it's nothing. You got Drake breaking records over Michael Jackson saying like it's nothing. You got people making songs from their TikToks going viral. There's just all this stuff that the past artists before us really didn't have to account for and frankly didn't have to deal with. And the internet, while it can help, it's added on a whole nother layer to getting to success. Because, you know, one of the most important things about success is not necessarily how good you are or boom, boom, boom. If you've been watching me, if you know anything about the universe, just the way life works, you know, life, the universe is a mental game. So the biggest thing in getting to success is your mental. This is why they say now is the best and worst time to like be alive, because on one hand, you can use the internet, you know what I'm saying, to catapult you to wherever you want to go.
The internet is a double-edged sword. It's the definition of it, I say. The internet, you can, if you use the internet correctly, you can within like a year or two, skyrocket your success with how available the internet is, how many people are on the regular, how much content there is out there. You using the internet correctly and locking in on that shit, you can blow up within like a year or two, which may seem like a long time, but that's only like sophomore. Like if you start making content as a sophomore, you could leave the high school as a senior and be like hella motioned out, like 100K on YouTube, 1,000 followers on Instagram, TikTok, you know, Twitter and all that. Like you could dead ass leave high school with hella motion, a passive income, and many like, you know, brand deals and sponsorships. Or you could be on the internet all day, every single day, and waste your time and end up with ADHD syndromes, you know what I'm saying, lack of focus, lack of mental clarity, all that shit.
And there's so much information, but on the other side of that, this age of the drowning attention, your attention is your currency, and everything's trying to get your attention. So it's so easy to be distracted, and it's so easy to be thrown off your frequency because there's so much going on, right? So as an artist, your greatest asset is not your skills, but your mindset. Because with the right mindset, you can accomplish anything. Just as if with the wrong mindset, it doesn't matter how much skills you have. It doesn't matter how tall you are. It don't matter how good you can shoot. If you're not confident in that shot, you'll never see the floor, right? So That's why I think it's so important to ground yourself as an artist. I just said an artist. As an artist, modern day, it's so important to ground yourself. One thing I like to do to ground myself is quite simply, guys, as artists, as much as I get it, we love the art, we love to you know, see what everybody else is wanting to do because it may inspire us, or from an analytical side, you want to see what's working so you can help mimic that. And my camera just cut off. You see all
had
these
an Astro Dior moment. His camera went on.
people and all these things, and you know, you just want to see how you can capitalize on that and just be some nosy mother effers, right? So the first thing I like to do to ground myself as an artist when I feel overstimulated, when I feel overwhelmed, and I'm just like, how do I compete with everything that's going on?
I'm not gonna lie, when I start feeling overwhelmed, I just go to sleep. I'll go to sleep or I meditate, because I feel like those are the two best remedies to just get your mind right. Like a good ass nap or some deep breathing, it resets your nervous system. Like you dead ass feel like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was asleep like 3 hours ago. Shit, I was gonna, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like Friday and Saturday morning, like, you know what I'm saying, Friday evening to Saturday, my stomach was turned up, like my shit was destroyed, like my body was on 1 HP. I was throwing up. I had to use the restroom like 10 times. Like that shit was terrible, my nigga. And you know what I'm saying, I just had to go to sleep. Like I ain't gonna lie, I slept Sunday. I slept all Sunday, but I'm not even gonna lie, I slept all day. Like no bullshit. All I did that day was just go to sleep. I'm good now, like I'm chilling now, but goddamn, that shit was terrible. But I say that the sleep helped me kind of get my focus back, get my energy back. And I think that can do the same for you. If you are overstimulated or you're tired, you need to rest. Meditation, sleep, maybe just a day or two of just not being on social media. Because I mean, the best video ideas and the best scripts are gonna come naturally to you. It's like you're not even gonna have to force it. You feel me? Like the best thing, it's like it's just gonna go smoothly. It's like Michael Jackson said, the best art and the best music is just gonna flow naturally to you. It's like you're gonna be moving on butter. You're gonna be smooth with it.
Is stop trying to compete, and the way I stop trying to compete is by stop consuming. My best videos came not from me, well, almost all of my best videos actually didn't come from me making like what was popular or trending. Now granted, that's from a business standpoint, you want to see what works in the market and replicate that, but I'm just saying for me, because you know my art's a little unique in its own way and it's its own little like niche or world. My best art came from when I was in the best mindset, and I was in the best mindset when I wasn't focused on my peers. I wasn't even in
that's how it is. I feel like if you're just focused on making the best art, or you're just focused on having fun and enjoying the process, you're gonna always do good, money. It's like that saying, a man who enjoys walking is always gonna walk farther than the man who thinks about the destination. If you, like, let's say you set a goal and you say, like, I'm gonna get this many followers by X amount of time. You don't think about that goal for a minute. You just focus on making good music, making good content, having fun, recording, editing. People are gonna feel that energy. They're gonna feel that energy of peace and enthusiasm. They're gonna naturally gravitate towards you. Versus someone who only cares about the result. When you only care about the result, there's going to be a period of time where you're not gonna see any results. Like, you're not gonna be getting a lot of views. You're not going to have a lot of motion. You're going to be wondering if, like, was this the right call to spend all this money and time into doing this? And since you're so focused on just results, you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, distraught when the results aren't coming as quickly as you want them to come, which could lead to a lot of people quitting or giving up or being burnt out. So I definitely say you need to pursue something you thoroughly enjoy. You need to pursue something that you love to do. It's part of the process. You like to do it in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, you're just running on a ticking time bomb.
Like I explained in the last video, I was just in a state of like receiving. So, you know, I know getting overwhelmed and stuff like that in its algorithm nature, it blocks you, right? That's why it's so important to ground yourself, because it's easy to get blocked. And any artist knows the worst thing you can be is blocked. You can be in one of those shooting. That's the worst thing you can be, bro, because it's like your whole income, your whole like success and growth is damn near dependent on how well you can produce good ideas and execute them in a timely manner. And if you feel like you just can't get no good ideas, or you just can't find any good looks, then it's like we're kind of just screwed up until that point, right? So the first thing I like to do is literally get off social media. Like if I gotta delete Instagram or YouTube or TikTok for a while and just like chill with myself, I'll do that. If I just don't gotta look at my phone for a little while, just so I don't, because it's overwhelming, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, social media is very draining sometimes. It's very overwhelming sometimes, bro. Like people make it seem like just because you're behind the screen, shit doesn't affect you, but like, bro,
it definitely affects you subconsciously.
When you see something on social media, and it's like every time you go on social media, it seems like things are always trying to show you what you're not or how far away you are. Like I'm 20 years old and I'm just seeing 20-year-olds, rich millionaires. They've been doing this for a year. I've been doing this for 2, and I'm like, bro, what the like? And it's like, obviously, people like, you shouldn't compare what you should, and you could look at it as motivation as well. But still, bro, we're not gonna act like that shit don't get to people. You know what I'm saying? It don't get to me too much these days, but it definitely just, it's not a good thing. It's just not a good thing, really, to be honest with you. So the first thing I like to do is just get off social media. That's very simple, right? But I know you guys are wondering, well, I'm an artist, you want to still stay up to date for topics, new sounds, music, etc., and you just want to actually still be a part of social media and the world and what's going on in the culture. So just deleting it may not always be the answer. So what's the other answer for grounding yourself in this age of algorithms? The second thing I'd say is selectively choose what you interact with. Like, for me, whenever I feel overstimulated and overwhelmed, I like to, if I'm going to engage with content, if I'm going to engage with other artists and stuff like that, I like to engage with things that stimulate and remind me why I started. So on my algorithms, if you guys don't know, I hope you guys know by now, what you like, comment, and share, stuff like that, you'll see more of that. So if you don't want to see something, don't comment on it, because that tells the algorithm, oh, you engage with this. They don't care if you like it or not, they just care if you engage with it. So I only engage whenever I'm in that specific state of really needing to ground myself. Kind of like right now, I only engage in content that stimulates that. I only engage in music that stimulates that thing in my brain that tells me everything's gonna be all right. And my camera I know it sounds very simple, but like that's really all grounding yourself is. To me, as an artist, the biggest thing with grounding yourself to me, mainly, is just reminding yourself why you started. Like yesterday, I was just in not a mood, and yesterday was a very productive day actually, but just this past last month, just a lot that happened, a lot of transitions. Y'all see my contents, we're switching it up a little bit and all, and just the stresses of being an independent artist, on the come up, and you're good enough, you got the skills, other people see that skill, but it's not giving you the thing that you feel like you really deserve from it, or just just things don't always resonate the way that you would hope. And I've been dealing with that a lot, but something that grounds me and helped ground me yesterday was just listening to my songs that make me feel inspired, getting DMs and messages from random people saying, yo, your videos changed my life, they inspired me, boom boom boom, stuff like that. It just that's what grounds me, right? And you put on top of that, like I said, so you put on top of only consuming art and media that stimulates and reminds you why you started and why you are enough, why you're good enough, and shows you how far you came and how much farther you can go, so not comparing, basically. And the other thing is, like I said, just knowing when to get off social media and just really tapping back into yourself, because believe it or not, most of your best ideas, they don't come from other people or algorithms. Now, if you're a YouTuber,
definitely the best ideas, you can look at other YouTubers and content creators for inspiration, but the best ideas is it's just gonna come naturally to you.
We're like a reaction YouTuber or something like that, or commentary, maybe but for just the pure artist, normally your best ideas come from random moments of you just walking around. They come from me at night, when I'm just sitting here at night, right here, just listening to some music. I'm listening to a song, I get a crazy idea or some shit like that. So yeah, that's how you ground yourself as an artist in this algorithmic system and time frame. So I hope you guys enjoyed. go subscribe to my reaction channel. It's in the pinned comment. We need to get
Yo, W my boy Alex is working, man. With that being said, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay blessed.